Lueroi's Pokemon Diamond and Pearl Walkthrough Part 63. After Palkia makes its entrance, Cyrus will start talking about some more stuff, about becoming the ruler and everything, and you can finally walk up in between the two commanders, and they'll start talking smack to you like always, and then something kind of surprising happens. Right before you think the battle's about to begin, Clint, your rival, your enemy, comes up and he's ready to help you out. Yeah, that's right, he wants revenge on those darn Team Galactic commanders for taking him out back in the lake by Snow Point City, so he's going to help you out in the battle. And he's actually surprisingly useful. So, Mars and Jupiter lead off with their two Bronzors, which are kind of just annoyances. Now, there are a couple, or maybe a few strategies you can use while facing these things. One that's pretty good is boosting up your stats, because, well, let's take a look at these things as moves. They both have Gyro Ball and Extra Sensory. One of them has Reflect, while the other has Light Screen. And then one has Rock Slide, while the other one has Confuse Ray. So they really can't do too much damage to you. So if you want to set up your X attack, X special attack, and your defense and everything, that's a good strategy because it'll make the rest of the fight a lot easier. Another thing that's kind of interesting that you can do, go ahead and directly attack the Munchlax, which may seem like a terrible idea, but it will actually help you in the long run because Barry has a full team of 6 Pokemon, or Barry, Clint, whatever you named your rival. He has a full team of 6 Pokemon, and they get stronger as they go along. So knocking out Munchlax will bring in his Staraptor, and from there it just goes on and on, getting more stronger and stronger the whole way. Eventually, he might even send out his strongest Pokemon. In my case, it'd be a Torterra, and that'd be a great help throughout the fight. Now I'm just going to go ahead and directly attack the Bronzors here because I just want to get them out of the way. I don't want to get confused. I don't want them to set up those nasty light screens and reflects and stuff, and so far it's looking pretty good. Now, by knocking out only one Bronzor, you're putting yourself at a slight advantage. If you knock out both, they might end up sending out both of their strongest Pokemon at once, which you definitely do not want, because that will make it a whole lot harder. As you see, Jupiter's strongest Pokemon is their Skuntank, and it's level 46. Now, if Mars sends out her Perugly, which is level 45, I mean, you don't want to be fighting them both at the same time, so having Bronzor in as a filler on the other side will make it a little bit easier. Now, I don't plan on doing too much of this thing with Ponyta, so I'm just going to go ahead and, start hitting it with my strongest moves. And it's going to use Poison Jab, and it will knock me out, so you can see it's pretty powerful. Other than Poison Jab, it knows Night Slash, Flamethrower, and Smoke Screen. So that's quite a variety of attacks along with that annoying Smoke Screen, which will lower your accuracy 1 level. Alright, now Munchlax, as you can see, isn't doing really too much. I mean, it's nice to absorb hits and stuff, but really it's better off if the thing gets knocked out, and hopefully that'll happen pretty soon. But I don't want to be wasting my time now hitting it because the Skuntank will just do a whole lot of damage to me. So if you're going to do that, I highly recommend you do it before any of those strong Pokemon come out. Alright, now I'm going to send in Empoleon because it's basically going to be my best bet for walling the Skuntank and, putting a lot of damage on it. Now he's going to Poison Jab the Munchlax, which will probably do a lot of damage since it doesn't have the greatest defense. However, it does have a lot of HP, so it's able to take the hit. Now, Surf, keep in mind, Surf does damage to all of the Pokemon on the field except for you. So if you have a Pokemon that's doing really well on your rival's side, you may not want to use moves like Surf because it will do damage to it. In this case, I'm not too worried about Munchlax, so I'm just going to freely use Surf and knock it out, which is actually good for me. And it'll do a nice chunk to Bronzor as well, and he's going to use Gyro Ball, which isn't going to do very much damage at all. Alright, now, a nice thing about having Munchlax knocked out after they bring in Skuntank is that it gets that Intimidate off, which you've probably seen me use a whole lot. And that is going to do a nice job of shutting it down offensively, so, you can take its hits a lot better. And that's definitely a useful strategy at any point of the game if you're going to knock out Munchlax, because, just shutting down their attack stat will definitely help a lot. Now, it's going to use Takedown, and that's going to miss, which is kind of annoying, but, oh well, not too big of a deal. Now, Flamethrower, see, this is one of the other nice things about having Clint's Pokemon here. They can absorb all your attacks. Like that Flamethrower, which just got a critical hit, which would probably not do too much to Empoleon, but it's nice just to know that they might not always be attacking you. Now, Flash Cannon's only going to do a little bit less than Surf, but I don't want to knock out the Staraptor yet. So yeah, that's why I went for Flash Cannon. Now, there's that annoying light screen, the thing that I was hoping it wouldn't use, but it finally did, so that's going to make things a little bit tougher. I should still be able to knock them, or that Skuntank out here. Unless it does with Takeout, or Takedown, which is fine too. I can just Flash Cannon the Bronzor, which won't do very much anyways, but you know, all I really wanted to do was knock out the Skuntank, so that's perfectly fine. Now, the good thing... Oh, I guess I used Ice Beam instead, but not either way, it didn't really matter. Now, the good thing about having Skuntank out is now we know Purugly will not come out at the same time as Skuntank, so we won't need to worry about fighting them both at the same time, which is definitely a plus. Alright, now Staraptor's going to go down. That's still fine, because Clint still has a lot of strong Pokemon. He's going to send out his Ponyta, which probably isn't as good as the Staraptor, but, you know, as long as it's getting through the team, you know, you can always... I mean, we have a nice variety of typing here, water and fire, so we're putting ourselves at an advantage, I guess. Plus, the Ponyta can, you know, take care of that Bronzor if it wants to. Okay, unfortunately, Fire Blast missed. I'm not sure which one it attacked, but either way, it probably would have been nice. And Giga Drain is one of Golbat's moves. Its other moves it knows are Mean Look, Air Cutter, and Sludge Bomb. Now, Mean Look makes it so you can't escape, which isn't usually that big of a deal. But its other moves are just kind of... You don't need to worry about them too much. I mean, they're all offensive-based. But other than Sludge Bomb and... Well, Giga Drain's not that bad. Sludge Bomb's its most powerful one, but it still isn't going to be that much of a problem. Now, luckily, the Ponyta got confused rather than me, which is definitely going to help out because... You know, it's not that big of a deal if Ponyta goes down. I'd prefer to see something else anyways. So, you know, it's fine if it gets damage onto it. Now, it's going to use Mean Look now, so that means that... I think he's using it on Empoleon. That's going to make it so I can't escape, which, you know, that's not a big deal. Like I said, if you have the Pokemon you want in, using Mean Look won't affect it at all. Plus, if you knock it out, you can freely switch about. So, the critical hit on the Golbat probably didn't need it anyways, but oh well, knocked it out, which is fine. So, oh, dang, it's going to use Confuse Ray, too, and on me, so that's not good. Not good at all. But, the good thing now is we have knocked out all of Jupiter's Pokemon, which is a very good strategy. Just go for one, take out one of their entire teams. It makes it 2-on-1. This battle's going to be a whole lot easier now, because, you know, we won't need to be worrying about both of them. So, like I said, even though it used Mean Look, now that Golbat's fainted, I can switch about, because I don't want to be knocking myself with Confusion. So I'm going to go ahead to Staraptor here. The Intimidate won't be too big of a deal, but, you know, in case it uses something like a Rock Slide and, you know, I don't knock it out, I guess that'd be fine. So Ponyta's going to use Takedown, and that's... Oh, it is going to knock it out, surprisingly, even though it's not very effective, but I guess it only needed a little bit of damage anyways. So, the Bronzor goes down, which means the two of them have 2 more Pokemon left. And Empoleon levels up, which is good. And that light screen finally wore off, so that's definitely going to help out. So, here's Mars' strongest Pokemon, Purugly. Now, this thing knows Slash, Shadow Claw, Aerial Ace, and Hypnosis. So, it has 3 pretty powerful attacks. All of them can get annoying. Slash is going to do a lot of damage to Ponyta, and, yeah, Hypnosis too, because it's really fast. Probably going to be faster than most of the things on your team. And Hypnosis... Putting you to sleep is going to get really annoying because Purugly can hit you pretty hard. Now, luckily, I have Close Combat on me. Now, if you have a strong fighting type attack, it's going to do a lot of damage. That is Purugly's only weakness. So, fighting type Pokemon will definitely help out a ton. And that means Mars has their last Pokemon left, and it's a Golbat. Now, this Golbat knows Air Cutter, Bite, Poison Fang, and Confuse Ray. Confuse Ray is annoying, but other than that, it really can't do a whole lot of anything to you. The other Golbats, in my opinion, more deadly offensively, but neither of them are really that great. Now, we should be able to knock it out pretty soon, but it is going to confuse me. But it's, you know, not too big of a deal either way, because it pretty much can't do much to me now. I mean, at this point, the battle's pretty much over. It can't do much to me at all. So, let's just try to see if we can get a hit off here. I am confused, like I said, but, you know, at this point, not... I can see not that big of a deal, just kind of annoying. Poison Fang, and Poison Fang, really the only annoying thing about Poison Fang is the chances that it has to poison you. Because, you know, if it poison you, obviously, you know, if you don't have, like, something like a full heal or an antidote, that poison damage can really pile up, especially if, you know, you're still in the middle of the battle. And that Fire Blast is going to hit and take out the Golbat, so we have defeated, once again, Commander Jupiter and Commander Mars, and we're going to level up one more time, which is good, because we're going to need to do all the leveling up we can before this final showdown with the boss, Cyrus, which is coming up next. Alright, so we get a whole lot of money, and Clint, well, guess what? Clint does a really nice thing. He heals up your Pokemon completely, which is going to do a ton of help for us as we prepare for our next fight.